20 years global business career, Emma became ill with ME and CFS. So that's myoencephalitis and chronic fatigue syndrome, which I should know because I've got as well. So we share that, but also fibromyalgia and hypothyroidism. So returned to her native Devon and used a holistic approach to healing that combined nutrition, bodywork, counselling to walk her way back to physical health, emotional well-being and spiritual connection. Inspired to share her journey with others, Emma qualified as a evermore leader and shares her love with others of this country's stunning coastal paths, majestic moors and tumbling rivers. Emma is a solid, generous friend, helping my partner Amber and I to settle into a new life in Chadford, where she lives, and is an inspiring walking guide, nature connection facilitator, health and life coach, author and speaker, founder of Dartmoor's Daughter. Emma creates walks and nature connection experiences that invite deeper reconnection with our bodies, communities, the land, so that we can be happier, healthier, and inspired to care for our natural world. I wanted to have a recovery conversation with you for some time, so the day has come, and thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday morning.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really good to see. So we usually start off, I'm struggling with this, trying to maneuver myself around this mic. So we start off, it's a standard question, which is, can you trace your memory back to a time, maybe when you were a child or older, where you really felt that connection with nature, that quickening experience where you suddenly like, hang on, there's something really special here for me?
What a wonderful question. So many memories flood in of being a child. I was lucky enough to grow up in very rural England. My life was walking in the countryside, cycling, going to find the ponies in the fields. I think the memory that probably comes to me first, and there are several, but the first one is we found, I was on a walk with my father and my brother, and we found a bird's nest, with little blue speckly eggs in it, in a hedgerow. Even close to the microphone. Is that better?
Yeah, I know it's a bit.
Heavens.
Yeah.
It's a little intimidating. Yeah. So we found this wonderful bird's nest, intricately woven, little blue and brown speckled eggs, and the wonder of discovering that, and my father trying to invite us to think about. He would never tell us the answers to things, which as a child was very aggravating. But actually I can understand the benefit of it. And he invited us to think about what kind of bird it might be that had laid the egg, how big it might be based on the size of the eggs. Where would they have got the materials from? And we were little. I must have been, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5. My brother a bit younger than me. And then the preciousness with which he left it there, made sure it was covered back. And then we kept a watch on that place. It's pledge, but I really loved it. It brought such a curiosity for what was around us. There are many other memories, climbing up trees, lying in trees.
That's better. I don't have to repeat all that again, do I?
You could do another story, maybe one. I'm sort of thinking about also maybe a time when you had been struggling or wanted to have some sort of support, or discovered that the natural world is a place that can support you, because obviously that's a huge part of your work, where you realised there was solace and support and healing. Maybe that may have come later in life.
Actually, even as a young child, I can remember that feeling. My parents got divorced when I was about 11. So for several years before, there were arguments and difficulties, and I didn't feel it very easy to go and, I suppose, talk to them or share my own feelings. So my strategy was often to withdraw and to go out into the natural world. So probably a little bit older, I might have been 7 or 8, and I would often just take myself off and walk through the fields, go up to the woodland. But in particular, the memory that comes to me is going to find the ponies. So I don't know who they belonged to, but they were just, I loved horses so much. My father was said at the top of every birthday and Christmas list was, please can I have a horse? Never got one. But I went up into through the woodlands into this local field and just was with the horses, and they were so calm and sweet, and it just felt so soothing, I think, to my nervous system as an adult. I can look back and put some frame around it. So it was solace, it was connection, it was peacefulness, which I experienced over and over and over again without probably knowing why I was doing it at that age.